Isang bulan na mo ron chumena matagni ko ni rongon ni bibo mo tagi ke misa mo po. Niya na isang bulan na sero ko ni sana. Chumena kino na mo ron chumay.
Tu na sile.
Isang bulan oyo Mr. Ben.
Kela pa.
Na magkikira ni bibo mataka mo ni tikira mo ron buka may no kina diwa na bula FM.
Ang bala.
Good evening, this is FBC News. I'm Amrita Priyadarshini. And tonight's bulletin, early morning raid by police recovers stolen fish from Nakasi restaurant. Fiji's economy does well in the first 6 months of the year. And stage set for FBC's Project Chechemon tonight. Police from the Criminal Investigation Department conducted a raid at a Nakasi restaurant this morning and confiscated fish allegedly stolen from the Suva Millers Wharf earlier in the week. Eleanor Tonga has more.
Over $7,000 worth of fish was stolen from the Solanda Fishing Company yard at Walu Bay on the 1st of this month.
We came and did our routine check in the morning. We found out that the locks has been changed. The forklifts in our yard has been used, and we suspected that there's something wrong that has happened in the yard.
The early morning raid by police today resulted in the discovery of the allegedly stolen products, consisting of whole fish, fish heads and fillets from the well-known restaurant in Nakasi. The theft has happened at a bad time.
Fishing is so bad at the moment. We all fishing industry are struggling to cope up with our cost and stuff, and we can't afford to have all this done, you know.
Initial investigation has roped into questioning 2 security personnel at the company and an employee. It is alleged they colluded to steal the fish from the container freezer at the yard. The stolen products were then passed on to a restaurant owner at Nakasi who used the stolen goods.
We can confirm that we are looking into the transportation of the goods from point A to point B, and that's also part of the investigations. Because if we are going to be providing a market, then this is where these people are being given that opportunity to commit these crimes in the first place.
Only some of the fish that were stolen has been recovered by police, and it's been taken by the company back to its yard for storage, while they continue to investigate and question the 4 suspects. Eleanor Turangaibiu, FBC News.
Fiji's economy up to the middle of the year looks positive, with more growth expected for the rest of the 6 months. Akusita Tale reports the country's grown for the past 6 years with an average growth of 3.2%.
Fiji's foreign reserves are strong. As of June 2015, they stand at $1.997 billion, sufficient to cover 5 months of retained imports of goods and non-factor services. Fiji has never maintained such a strong foreign reserve position.
This growth is fueled, amongst other things, by the steady growth of exports. Our exports are estimated to have grown by 11.5%, or 2.1 billion in 2014. And we expect it to grow even further this year and beyond.
Fiji's import of investment goods have also increased by 45.6%, or $238 million compared to 2013. This shows an increase in investment activity in the country.
The conditions are perfect for our exporters to invest, to reinvest, to expand and diversify further, and take advantage of the various manufacturing and export incentives offered by the government.
Total investments are expected to be over the targeted 25% of the GDP for a 3rd consecutive year. Additionally, private investments are expected to be 19% of the GDP this year. Akusita Tale, FBC News.
The promising investment climate in Fiji has attracted the interest of the European Union Investment Bank. The bank's Vice President Bin Vembalakom was in Fiji earlier this week to seal partnerships with government and the private sector.
Banking on the good investment conditions in the country, the European Investment Bank is re-entering the market eager for cooperation.
Fiji is part of the Pacific and a very promising investment climate. The economy is doing well, so we always as a bank are dependent on investment conditions, and if they are improving, then it's better to do business here.
EIB is headquartered in Luxembourg. It provides financial lending support and plays an advisory role in terms of financing and investment. EIB's interest mainly lies in the financial sector and infrastructure development.
In close cooperation with the European Commission, we are offering technical assistance in order to make sure that our investments bear fruit.
During the EIB delegation's 3-day visit, they held talks with the Minister for Finance, the Minister for Infrastructure and Transport, the Water Authority of Fiji, the Fiji Electricity Authority, and the Prime Minister.
He was very positive. We had a very friendly and meeting. He is looking forward to our activities. The government is now working on a development plan, and we hope that this insight will also give more opportunities for us to invest in the country.
During its visit, the EIB delegation managed to secure technical assistance of $10 million for Fiji's energy sector and a joint funding proposal with the Asian Development Bank for Fiji's urban water sanitation project. Eleanor Turangabiu, FBC News.
Exporters in the country are encouraged to apply for the 2015 Westpac Prime Minister's Exporter of the Year Award, one of the largest award functions in the country. The award will be presented to the company with an outstanding export result, excellent corporate social responsibility, creative techniques and innovative ideas which has impacted trade and development in Fiji. Launching the event last night, Trade Minister Fayaz Koya says exporters will be acknowledged for their hard work, success, innovation and contribution towards sustained growth of the economy.
You, the exporters, have the ideas and the drive to export, to find markets. You take the risks. Government's job is to create a conducive environment to facilitate your growth. This is precisely what we have done.
There are 12 awards up for grabs this year. Well, less than an hour remains before FBC TV's Project Chechemon Fashion and Design Awards takes centre stage. Over 100 locally made Fijian garments will be showcased tonight, with more than 250 guests expected to attend the event. Ali Kimbia has more.
Final touches are currently being done for FBC's TV's Project Chechemon Fashion and Design Awards. However, the show is ready for the night.
It's exciting as well because, we get to showcase some very fresh talent or breakthrough designers, I like to call them. And we also get to, look at some models that have international potential. And it's going to be great because we're not only celebrating just fashion, we're also celebrating local Fijian-made garments.
As the final preparation for the event unfolds, an overseas-based model who has maternal links to Kandavu is really looking forward to show her full potential.
I'm pretty hyped up since we're opening the show. I'm really excited and I just can't wait for it to start.
The show begins at 7 p.m. tonight at Kanawon Street in Suva, outside the Broadcasting House. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
Stay tuned. Still to come on FBC News, Tongans celebrate coronation of King Tepo VI.
If you just joined us on the System After Dark, this is a homegrown number courtesy of E3 and Cracker.
Bulla, how's it going? I'm D, your host on the System After Dark, right here on Today FM. Today's hit music. You can catch me weeknights at 7 p.m. That's from Monday to Friday, only on the home of Today's hit music. And don't forget, that's D with you every weeknight on the System After Dark.
Welcome back. You're with FBC News. Tongan families in the country today celebrate the coronation of Tonga's new king, King Tepo VI, this morning. Shireen Latta caught up with the Tongan family in Suva earlier today.
Even though they are miles away from home, they did not stop the Avala family in Flagstaff from celebrating in their own way.
We as the people of Tonga here in Silva, we just like decorate the place, and we just want to have fun and just like the people in Tonga. And we just play the music, we do the lovo, and we dance.
Thousands of visitors witnessed the coronation of the king at the island nation's capital, Nuku'alofa. Among the invited guests were Japan's Crown Prince Naruhito and his wife Princess Masako, as well as European royals Prince George von Habsburg from Hungary and Princess Marie-Therese von Hohenberg from Austria. Fiji's President Ratu Ipeli Neilatikau and the First Lady Andikoila Neilatikau are also among the guests. Celebrations in Tonga had begun last week, hailing the monarch family. King Tupou VI is being crowned 3 years after King George Tupou V passed away. A massive fireworks display is expected tonight in the kingdom as part of the celebrations. Sharin Lata, FBC News.
Prime Minister Voreqe Bainimarama has handed over repatriated furniture to the Methodist Church of Fiji. The furniture belonged to Reverend Cyril Bavin, a New Zealand-born minister who came to Fiji in 1901 and taught locals woodworks and furniture making. Reverend Cyril later moved to Great Britain, taking the furniture with him. It was then passed down through generations before being handed to Fiji's High Commissioner to the UK, Sol O'Mara, earlier this year, who sent it to Fiji. RFMF engineers put final touches to the furniture before it was returned to the Methodist Church. Members of the business community in Nosori have raised concerns about petty crime in the town. They also expressed their concerns about the lack of police presence in the town and a public discussion with the police commissioner and a team of senior police officers. Alan Stoltz has more.
A very small number of people turned up for the Talanoa sessions, but that did not affect discussions. The business community from Nosori was represented by the Chamber of Commerce President Moti Lal.
This is shoplifting and pickpockets and snatch and grab. This is really disturbing our business in Nosori, and we've been raising this issue for, like I've said, for years. We've been requesting for mere presence of police officers on the streets, not in numbers, at least 6 to 8 police officers if they are in town, observing all these things. This will not solve the problem, but minimize the problem.
Residents living in areas outside the town, like Mbaulevu and Koronivia, have complained of delays in police attending to reports of crimes like house break-ins and theft. Police Chief of Operations, ACP Rusiate Tundravu, says he is thankful for the feedback from the public.
The issue is that we need more information. If that is coming from them during this Talanoa session, then definitely we'll improve on our deployment in those areas, especially at the places where they are staying.
Tundravu says Nosori is a busy centre, as it is the meeting point for people from the provinces like Rewa, Tailevu, Naitasiri and Ra. Ellen Stalls, FBC News.
Balikana, a type of breadfruit grown locally, is on high demand from overseas markets. This has prompted the Ministry of Agriculture to organise more training for farmers in establishing their own plantation. Savara Tambua reports.
Fiji currently exports 5 to 10 tons of Balikana or Ertocarpus altilis overseas. With a huge demand coming from overseas, the ministry is targeting to export 30 to 40 tons at the end of the year. At the moment, the only Balikana plantation established is in Nandi.
Scattered trees all over Fiji, and also different types of varieties. When it comes to collecting, it is difficult, and also when it comes to harvesting, because the trees are so high, there is a lot of losses due to damage. So through the establishment of this plantation, we should be able to improve on the quality of the breadfruit that is harvested, and that should fulfill some of the requirements for the market.
Pacific Islands Farmers Organization Network Project Manager Kalis Tais says farmers need to understand the basic fundamental tool of planting breadfruit, especially when dealing with exporters.
With our commercial farmers, the ones who are planting breadfruit orchards, we're primarily working with
farmers who are exporting eggplant, exporting papaya. So a lot of this research is being carried out through Nature's Way Cooperative. And Nature's Way Cooperative has a membership of farmers and exporters. So these farmers generally are more connected to what the opportunities are. And so they respond to those opportunities. And if the exporter tells them that he's willing to buy their breadfruit at so much and such a kg, then he'll look at planting that crop.
Ministry of Agriculture will be moving around to places where they will breed and raise the Mbalekana variety at the nurseries provided. Once that is ready, it will be transplanted into the plantation. Mbalekana can be used in various recipes and is a seasonal crop. Sabera Tambua, FBC News.
The first phase of a 5-year pilot project for various horticulture and agricultural products has come to an end. And producers that were involved in the Pacific Agribusiness Research for Development Initiative showed off their success at a market day in Lami. Ritika Pratap has more.
The Pacific Agribusiness Research for Development Initiative, or PADI, operated some 16 projects in Fiji and the Pacific. And today's market day was to highlight and demonstrate the impacts drawing smallholder farms through research partnerships.
There is a range of approaches in terms of understanding and analysing, but the most important fact from our point of view from a research organisation that the initiative was focused on market outcomes.
David Shear says PADI recognises the opportunities for export as well as the domestic market.
One of the beauties of PADI, it's worked across a whole wide range of different sectors. In the forestry sector, such as canarium nuts, in the aquaculture industry, such as seaweed, pearls, and a whole range of different pearl products, and in the high-value horticultural sector.
PADI has not only provided technologies to the farmers, but found markets for them.
So we're helping farmers to produce those tomatoes which are top quality import replacement to sell to places like the Fiji and Shangri-La, Intercontinental, Grand Pacific Hotel and Holiday Inn. They're all being supplied tomatoes by our farmers now.
PADI is an umbrella body of the Australian Centre for International Agricultural Research, and plans are already underway to begin the next phase of agribusiness, research and development in the Pacific. Ritika Pratap, FBC News.
More than 500 women's groups from the Central Division have registered for the National Women's Expo that will be held in Suva in October. Minister for Women Rosie Akbar says a lot of women's groups will be participating in the Expo for the first time. The Women's Expo encourages women to showcase their products like handicrafts and clothes. It is also an opportunity to identify potential markets for retail and export.
All those who have shown keenness to be part of the October Expo, we are looking for quality products, we are looking for quality presentations because we want you to get a good value for your hard work and initiative.
The National Women's Expo is an annual event which provides skills training for women. Coming up on FBC Sports, Inc. Mobile Battle of the Giants tournament pools are drawn. And Suva and Nandi remain unbeaten in Skipper Cup competition.
Gold FM, only the classic hits. Beautiful song from the group Firehouse and When I Look Into Your Eyes. Before that, you heard from Smokey Robinson with One Heartbeat. We'll take a short break and join us in the next hour for more music from Seal. Boulevard. I'm DJ Tora. Join me every weekdays, 7 until midnight on the Premium Classics. Right here on Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Welcome to FBC Sports. The Nandi rugby side has maintained its unbeaten run in the Skipper Cup competition. The Jet Setters defeated Namosi 15-7 at Prince Charles Park today. Suva also remains unbeaten with a hard-fought 24-8 win over Maduata. In other results, Lautoka defeated Overlau 19-11, Nadroga thrashed Tailevu 45-18, while Neta Siri edged Northland 18-17. Suva and Nandi still lead the points table after round 7. The atmosphere in the Vodafone Flying Fijians camp is high ahead of the one-off test against the Maori All Blacks next weekend. The players have been gelling in well and know the hopes of the nation lies on their shoulders.
This is a really good squad. It's a good mix of young and old players with good experience. So, it's not much difference, but it is a good team. It is a good team.
The team broke camp today and will reunite on Monday before taking on the Maoris at the ANZ Stadium next Saturday. The Vodafone Flying Fijian side believe the new players need to be given a chance to prove themselves. Coach Ben Ryan named 2 new players in his 12-member travelling team to the Pacific Games. Ryan says equal opportunities will be given to those who deserve it.
We had no intention of picking our very best side. We need to rotate, and I need to give opportunity for some of the boys that have trained so hard and so well all year to give them a chance.
The Fiji Sevens team leaves for PNG next Tuesday. There was a good turnout from various district primary school teams for the Bula Cup competition. The 2-day competition ended at Prince Charles Park in Nadi today. Josephine Navula has the details.
Organised by the Nadi Rugby Union, the annual tournament featured thrilling and action-filled playoffs that caught the attention of the crowd. Tournament organizer Rusiati Ratakale says the standard of competition is gradually improving.
We're impressed with Nadi district team. Though they have played against Nawaka district, we would like to see more lamba-lambas and more low-lows, more levelers in the future.
The Newport Junior Under-14 rugby team has for the 3rd time successfully defended the Bula Cup after defeating in today's Nadi district 28 points to 8.
We're thankful indeed to Newport for exposing their talents with the local players, which will able to get the future players of Nadi and also the national team at large.
Ratakale adds they are grateful to the presence of the team from Australia.
The motive behind is to mingle with the local players, unfortunate kids who cannot able to travel abroad. So they're here to show the skills and knowledge of rugby as its best to the schools in Fiji.
Newport also won the first 2 games, defeating Nadi Airport School 17 points to 5 and Nawaka District School 12 points to 5. Josephine Navula, FBC Sports.
The Fiji Men's Basketball side has won its 2nd match at the Pacific Games in Papua New Guinea. The side defeated New Caledonia 79-58 today. The team had earlier defeated Nauru 126-52 yesterday. Meanwhile, the opening ceremony of the Pacific Games will be held tonight. This year's Ink Mobile Battle of the Giants draws has been drawn, and the tournament is expected to be tough, with a lot more money on offer for the winner. Rohit Deo has more.
The countdown to the 2nd major tournament of the year has started. This year, teams will train harder as the prize money has been increased.
We have decided that this year's prize money to be changed, where the winner will get $15,000, the runner-up $5,000, the 2 semi-finalists $1,000 each. So as we have grown from tournament, we have increased the prize money too. So this is exciting for the districts, the fans, to encourage their districts to win that $15,000.
Group A has hosted Rewa, Amba, Alambasa and Nadroga. Group B has Westerners Lotoka and Nandi, who will be joined by Suva and Televunita Siri. The teams will not be lacking any preparation time this year.
This year's Battle of Giants will become more interesting and competitive. The teams have got a good rest after the league completion, and there will be no excuses the team hasn't prepared well for the Battle of Giants. It all depends on the districts to give their players enough rest and give them the best preparation time and everything.
The new structure will see the first round of pool matches played from July 30th to August 2nd at Ratu Kambau Park in Nosori, and the final day of pool matches will decide the venue of the finals. The semi-finals will be played on August 6th and 7th, and the final will take place on August 9th. Rohit Deo, FBC Sports.
The Rewa football side thumped Televunita Siri in the Rewa Galaxy Youth League in Suva today. The under-18 side defeated their neighbours 6-3. In another match played, Navua defeated Nasinu 1-0. Well, meanwhile, in the Lone Premier League match played today, Ba defeated Lambasa 6-1. In today's weather, light brief showers was experienced over the interior and eastern parts of the larger islands. Elsewhere, fine weather prevailed. Meanwhile, a weak trough of low pressure with associated cloud and showers lies to the west of Fiji. It is expected to gradually move east and affect the group from later today till tomorrow. Taking a look at the temperatures, the coolest place today was Suva with 27 degrees. The warmest were Nadi and Ba with 31 degrees. For tomorrow, cloudy periods with some showers over the interior and eastern parts of the larger islands. Elsewhere, isolated showers, especially in the afternoon and evening. Cool nights from tomorrow. And the further outlook, fine apart from brief showers about the eastern and interior parts of the larger islands, it will be cool at night. Our main points again: early morning raid by police at Nakasi restaurant recover stolen fish. Fiji's economy does well in the first 6 months of the year. And stage set for FBC's Project Chechemon tonight. Here is this week's poll question. Do you think Fiji Airways is doing all it can to serve its customers? You can visit our FBC website to take part. Remember, you can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email citizenseyes@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via our Facebook page, FBC News. And if you're on Twitter, follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC News or hashtag FBC News. You've been watching FBC News. I'm Amrita Priyadarshini. Good night.
घर संसार में आपका स्वागत है। आपका अपना छोटा सा स्वर, जहाँ प्यार भरे रिश्ते पलते हैं, जहाँ हेल्थी रहने की सलाह दी जाती है, जहाँ हम आपको और भी सुंदर बनाते हैं और जहाँ स्वाद की सौगात भी है। नमस्कार, मैं हूँ पल्लवी। सोमवार से शुक्रवार 9 से 12 तक रेडियो FIJ 2 देश की धड़कन पर घर संसार में शामिल रहिए मेरे साथ।
ऐसा सुंदर सपना अपना